We should be live. World's Worst Podcast, episode 56, with our guest, Ryan Inglis. Thank you so much for joining us again, buddy. It's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me again, man. Thank
Dude,
you.
anytime.
Yay.
Literally anytime.
How is everyone doing?
Really good. How are you, man?
Really hot. Everything's fine. Man.
Yeah.
I complain. Cool.
How's the, is it really toasty in Germany, too? It's been crazy
I was
here.
going to say, how is it there?
Yeah, it's pretty humid. Been a bit thundery. Everything at once.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like here. There's been a lot of thunderstorms and humidity and hot days.
Yeah.
Days that it's not
Pressure
30 degrees,
changes.
it's storming.
Yeah,
So-
literally. Like crazy thunderstorms.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
know
it was
what
like
it wants to do.
33 degrees today, 31 degrees.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was not fun.
That's because you had to move stuff.
Yeah, and I had to help my sister move all day.
Yeah, that's fun.
Mm. Shit was literally so hot, I like cooked my shoulder because I was inside the truck and we were like moving stuff around. So I was like on top of stuff right by the roof. And I just had like a muscle shirt on, so my shoulder touched and literally like instantly burned it, like seared my arm, seared my shoulder. It's all like red and shit now.
That'll be
Cut ya.
Nice blue rare shoulder, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say nice blue rare, Brennan. That's exactly what you want out of a nice steak like that. Good cut. I don't think shoulder meat would be my first go-to personally, but I guess it is what it is. Get a little flank steak.
When
Maybe
you gotta
make
eat, you gotta eat.
Make like a
want
Brendan
that.
steak sandwich out of you. You know what
I
mean?
want
Out of
that
your little
Brendan rump. That
face.
Brendan rump.
Get that rump. Yeah, for sure. Rump roast. That'd be good. I could. No, I'd rather just not eat Brennan. I'd rather just have him be alive. So if you could just
Oh, my laptop fell.
not sear yourself into
Thank you.
perfection, that'd be great.
Thanks.
Or if you're gonna just carry some like kosher salt and pepper around with you, give yourself a good little bit of seasoning. Don't be a fucking amateur about that shit, all right? Maybe a nice little bit of olive oil in like a little tiny container. You can just put it on your shoulder first before you sear it up. Get some nice flavor on that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man, we got Ryan back. You got a nice single coming out at the end of the month, right?
Yeah. It's a
man.
song called Munich. It's a song about why I like living where I live. And yeah, I think it's probably one of my more upbeat songs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to people's reaction to the song. Yeah.
I've been.
Yeah, I remember you recorded like a rough like live recording before you came on last time. You kind of just like banged one out for us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I've been hooked on your stuff since you were on the last time for sure. That's on my like regular rotation now. Munich, I listen to a lot. There's that song "Fear" that you have. I really like that one. Less with Less is really great too. That one just pops on all the time, and it just makes me chuckle and like have a good day. I like that one a lot. But yeah, man, I'm really excited that you're actually putting like a music video out for Munich and like finishing it up really good and stuff. That's I'm excited to hear it myself. So yeah, I personally can't wait till the end of the month because that's gonna be fucking great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Is it gonna be you're releasing it like on all your platforms, or is it gonna be dropped in specific places first?
It's just going to be put out there on everything: YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. I'm not a big Spotify fan, but you got to put it there, I guess. And
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I get you.
It's the way it is. It's like making a deal with the devil a little bit because it's like, all right, here we'll give you nothing, but we'll pay you in exposure.
It's like ordering
Exactly,
anything that you want to come within before 6 weeks. You have to fucking go to Amazon. I don't like doing it, but fucking we all have to do it.
That's exactly
if we want
it.
our stuff on time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're waiting for it for who knows how long.
Or
because
paying like exuberantly more
other
for
places
it.
can't do it. Yeah.
Like when you go to
fair
a
enough.
local store and they're like, yeah, we can order it for you. You're like, okay, awesome. I'd love for you to order it or whatever. And they're like, all right, it'll be $54. And you're like, I could get it on Amazon tomorrow for $30. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is like, man. If I was like a little bit better off financially in life, maybe I could like afford to make those kind of decisions and shit and just be like, all right, fine, I'll just pay the extra like $20. But I don't know, man.
But the average person isn't, right?
Exactly.
So you got to go with what the average person's able to do,
20
in my opinion.
That's why
And
Amazon and those
the average
companies
person
are-
has no choice
Yeah.
but to use these monopolies that are like, well, we've got it cheaper.
giant bald Bezos
Well, I guess-
blasting himself into the atmosphere.
All
That was did
because
you guys-
my dumbass had to buy 6,000 things.
yeah,
on
literally,
Amazon.
because I just had to have that fucking USB hub tomorrow. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait a week for it.
Now I'm like, fuck it. Now I wish I waited for everything.
No, but fucking Jeff Bezos just looking down on all of us. Look at them.
late.
Now they look like the ants that they truly are. As he cruises like God through the clouds. Yeah, idiots. You.
It's
put
funny
me here.
how mad we get when we're like shipped with Prime. We'll show up next week. Like, what do you mean a week? It says with Prime. I want this shit in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
next
why
day
I
or
got
nothing.
Prime.
I mean, what's the point of
Yeah.
this thing? I don't understand it at all.
If it doesn't show up in 2 hours, I don't want
it. Yeah, no shit. Oh, it's so fucking
Yeah,
hot.
I ordered a belt the other day, and it was like, we'll show up by the 29th. I was like,
unacceptable.
But it showed up within 2 days. I was like, sick.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Man, I'm still
like
waiting on those vests. I don't know if they'll ever show up.
You're not
Who
getting
knows
those
when
through
the fuck they'll
the
happen.
Amazon or some random site.
Amazon, yeah. Well, technically, it's like Amazon from another seller in like China or something. So I get it takes time,
but
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's annoying as fuck. Long process of shit. Oh, process.
I just need the black one.
Yeah, that's
so
it. All they want.
Yeah, and then you can have the multicam one.
Yeah,
and then you can play.
I can have it.
Yeah.
When you did the video and stuff, Ryan, for the Munich single that's coming out, how long did that take to shoot it? I saw little like teasers that you've been putting out for it. Looks super high quality. That must have been quite an involved little shoot with that.
It's a little bit easier than you might imagine, actually.
Oh.
I'm glad that you think it looks like super like time consuming and stuff.
Yeah.
But I spoke to this guy. He was a friend of another musician that was recommended. He was super awesome to work with. He's called Christian, KRM Visuals. You can find him on Instagram. But yeah, he said, maybe it'd be really good if we just take some shots of you playing live in a really nice looking studio,
right?
Which is a place called the Mish Battery, in a place called where is it called? What's the place? Do you remember, babe? Rosenheim, I think, a little bit outside of Munich. Like this really lovely looking studio with all this like old equipment and stuff.
That's beautiful.
And then the other shots would be sort of interspersed with just walking through the city, going around sort of the nicer places. And the guy who shot the video, he's edited together real nice. I'm really happy with it. It's a lot of me, but
the power of editing.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
I mean, the song before, Only Human, the moment you can't really like work, you can't really get actors and you can't get all these sorts of things. So it's really just me in a video.
Right.
But it's the way it is, budgets and not being able to work with crowds of people and stuff at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say with COVID and everything like that.
Oh, totally understandable. You're pretty limited.
What's the situation like that? Speaking of the COVID thing, is it starting to get a little bit better over in Germany? Because we're starting to loosen up a little bit here. Finally, like life's getting back to somewhat normal and stuff like that. But what's it like for you guys? Are you starting to be able to do some shows and stuff now?
Yeah, I've literally just started to do a few gigs.
Nice.
So it's picking up. We'll see how things pan out. Yeah, it feels normal.
Yeah.
Wearing masks out and about. I mean, that's totally fine.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a big inconvenience.
No.
It's barely an inconvenience. Yeah, it's fine. It's much better than it was.
Good. That's awesome. Do you find in the shows that you've been playing, like since the like post-pandemic era now that we're in, whatever, do you find that the vibe of the crowds are a little bit different? Do you find that things feel a little bit different, or like do you find that it was similar to what it was like before?
No, it's really just the same as it was before. Everyone's pretty pretty excited to hear some music almost all the time. One of the things that surprised me the most, one of the first gigs that I did, like the father of the bride came over and he like shook my hand, and that was something I haven't actually done for a little while because everybody's doing elbows and feet.
Yeah.
So I mean that was the thing that sort of struck me. But everyone, it just feels normal again, if I'm honest.
Yeah, for sure. Isn't that funny though? Like something as simple as like a handshake like that, you know what I mean, can like kick back a weird memory. Like they're like, oh yeah, fuck, this is what we used to do. This was normal. I remember this. Like Jesus Christ.
But like shaking hands is like you shouldn't. It is a little bit unhygienic because you don't know where people's hands are.
100%.
But on the other hand,
to be fair, a lot of our social practices can be considered as like pretty unhygienic. You know what I mean? Like the way people talk and converse and act in public, and like it's not the best way of like, you see people at the bar who've like never spoke before and they're drunk, just hanging off each other, just screaming in each other's faces and shit. It's like, okay, that's just look at the disease flying right there. That's great. But yeah, but it's fun. So like, what's the other side? Are we gonna like walk around in life and like make everybody be like, hey, stop that! You don't know that person. You don't live together.
I mean, like
You know, like we got to get.
That's just like why people shouldn't go out when they're sick, right? Like, because you know you're gonna fucking be like that, and you're gonna spread shit. Like,
if
you're that sick and that drunk, you're like, I don't feel bad, and you're like spitting all over everybody that you're saying it to.
Like, God damn it!
Then everybody wakes up sick.
This is one thing I guess is going to change a lot. Is if you do feel sick and you phone up to work and you say like I can't go in today,
they might listen to you finally.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It used to be, oh gosh, not that bad. Come on, get in. Fucking sneeze all over the keyboard, whatever. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
No kidding. I know. I think about that. I'm a cook, right? So it's like the most ironic thing in the world because like it is so like not okay to take a day off. Like they run lines on skeleton crews. We have exactly enough people that we need to make this function on a daily basis, and that's all we have. We don't have people to call in and shit, right? So it's like when somebody calls in sick for the next week, everybody on the line's like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I had to work an extra 4 hours because you didn't fucking come here. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. So like nobody calls in. You just come in sick. And I've seen it like a million times. Dudes will be like pale sick and just standing there like cooking stuff. And I'm like, that's not safe. This isn't okay.
Like,
this is not
so
all right,
fucking
man.
They're so out of it, like they're dripping out of their nose,
literally,
into the
like,
soup.
and
They're
just covered in sweat, and like, dude, I'm like, this is so not all right. Like, you should not be here, bro. This is fucked. And but
shaking.
yeah, it's like, no, you can't take a day off because you know everybody will hate you because God forbid the fucking management hires an extra 2 people to have around. You know what I mean? Because that would cost too much. But I've noticed that personally, even since then, there's like, we have like way more staff now and stuff like that, which is great. You know what I mean? Like, you get like days off through the week now, and you work reasonable amount of hours, and they seem to be like giving a shit about that kind of stuff. So I agree. I feel like now that's changed a little bit too. If I was to call in and be like, I have a fever and I really shouldn't be there, they'd be like, yeah, just stay home. Just please don't come here for the love of God.
I've always thought there'd been enough people to fill all these positions. Like, just pay people a little bit better and have them work less hours, and then divide the work up between the people that are left. If you really want to make everybody go that route,
no,
like at least then everybody's got a chance at employment. And you're paid well.
I'm gonna put my monocle. I'm gonna put my monocle on my top. My top hat on.
This I find to be unacceptable. I will not pay another $16 in wages for to have another person standing around doing nothing because John's too lazy to work 80 hours a week. I find that ridiculous. No.
If you have time to lean, you got time to clean.
That's right. That's
fucking
right.
Shut up. Fuck up, Monopoly man.
Take your $15 and shove it up your ass. Time to lean, time to clean.
I have a knee problem, I'll have you know. This lean is involuntary, you son of a bitch. That's fucking harassment.
That's right, and then you could
Next thing, we can get cashier's chairs for when they don't have to do anything.
Oh, that'd be cool. What about those chairs? You guys ever seen those chairs that are like attached to people's pants? Have you seen those? It's fucking badass. It looks like an exoskeleton, like a really, really shitty exoskeleton.
Yeah, the portable chair.
Sounds like a Homer Simpson invention.
The wearable chair.
Yeah, and you like stand up and you like hump the air real quick. You know what I mean? And then the chair like flips out underneath you, and then you can just sit down.
I've seen this.
It's horrible. But that's what we should give to all like customer service people. You know what I mean? For their long days of.
If somebody I worked with used one of those, I would kick out the leg from underneath that thing so fucking fast. Like, you're a piece of shit.
Chair's
like, you ripped my pants.
He's like standing at the fryer, like flips his little chair out, and just like starts rocking fries. They're like, no, get up, you lazy son of a. See, you're what's wrong with society, Jared. We all want to make things better, but then there's assholes like you that are gonna kick the legs out of progress.
That's not better. That's garbage. Fuck that.
What about a real chair? I think that's the best option.
Too big. Takes up too much space. We don't have enough room.
Martin, can you imagine just like 6 chairs on a kitchen line?
Yeah, let me put my monocle back on.
Not on a kitchen line, specifically.
Chairs are expensive, sir. You know how much a good quality chair costs?
There are places where they apply and places where they do not apply. The chairs obviously don't go everywhere.
The workplace is not one of them, I'd say. That's my confession.
This is the problem with anything that's progress. You're like, well, I think we should give people a chair. And they're like, well, if you just give people a chair, there are going to be chairs everywhere. And you're like, well, yeah, okay.
There'll be a global chair shortage. Won't be enough chairs left for anybody who wants a chair. We'll have all the chairs.
What if I want a chair?
It's too bad. You don't get a chair.
There won't be any chairs left for me to have a chair.
The life that we all live in, yeah. No thanks.
My chair's gone. He took my chair.
My chair.
Anyway.
Hey, Mom. I'm sorry we were watching chat there. I wasn't paying attention. What's up, Lara? Mom's in the chat. How's it going, everybody?
Took my chair.
Look at your chair.
Says Robbie's watching, but he doesn't say anything.
Robbie's creeping in there.
He's just creeping in the background.
We know you're back there with your lunchbox hands. We hear him clanging against the wall, you great big bastard.
I see ya.
You're terrifying.
These guys see ya.
Scare the shit out of me. You're so big.
Great big bastard.
He's so big, Ryan. Our friend Robbie, he is like this monster of a man. He has like just huge hands. They're ridiculous. I call them lunchbox hands because they're just like ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Monster truck hands.
He could like palm your entire head, like 3/4 of your head with these things. It's just terrifying. So yeah, every time we see him out there,
they're for monster truck driving.
His clanging lunchbox hands making noise on the
wall.
And
he works security at a lot of like local venues and shit. So
yeah, he just gets
good man for the job.
Perfect. He's great. Yeah, he does all the like concert venues and stuff like that, and keeps all the riff-raff from riff-raffing and whatnot.
He stops people like me from smoking too many joints on the patio.
Yeah. Bastards.
I haven't actually done that at Call the Office or on a patio though, dude. Like, just be fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty abide by the rules, you know, when you smoke weed. Probably,
I mean, you can just take 3 steps into the parking lot, then they can't do anything about it.
That's too simple.
There you go. Exactly. I would much rather do that.
Well, what do you guys think? You want to listen to a tune?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should break into some music.
Yeah,
I
think that'd be good. Ryan, which one did you want to start with, dude?
Freebird.
I don't know. Actually, should we go with one of those? I sent you a couple of links in the chat.
I got them in the Discord chat there for the other 3 guys.
Yeah, for the rap rock stuff.
Oh yeah, you want to start with that?
Let's start off with a little bit of that. It's a little bit different. You can choose one. It's either a medley of like 5 different hip hop tracks, or there's one original song called "I Want to Kill a Man."
Let's do the original.
Okay.
I want to hear that.
So
I'll link
Start off with a bang.
Let me link it in the chat here.
I'll tell you a little bit about the band afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Anything like cool behind the song or anything like that? Like, do you know anything like any meaning behind it or anything like that? What it was written, or is it just one of those like fucking hype songs kind of thing?
Well, the lyrics are obviously from the rapper. I don't rap in this. I'm not a rapper. Just to clarify that.
Right. Fair. Fair.
I play the guitar and I do the singing in the choruses mostly.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yeah,
the hook man.
I think he just wrote this song just with his anger of people's fucking stupidity and all that sort of stuff. Sort of thing. Yeah.
All right.
Totally
awesome.
fair.
All right. Did you guys find the link there that I posted in the chat?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
All right. All right. I'm gonna count us down and we'll play it. 3.
Okay. I just say as well that the rapper, his name is Chet. The drummer's called Rob. The bass player's called Dan, and the other guitarist is called Shane, and they're all fucking legends.
Nice. Awesome, dude. All right, let's do this shit, guys. 3, 2, 1, play.
The soul of a killer rolling about in my skull like the ripper. I hope you were first winner, cause I knew what you did last summer, and the truth will get caught from you. Hold your corpse to the floor and take a shit on your face, then put you in the ground and take a piss on your grave. Can't you see I have no limits? I'm violently ill for his funeral expense and my psychiatrist the bill. All he can do is cool, so I'ma get my tools and have myself a boo. Well, I'ma keep my cool, cause he has a date with death and she's ahead of schedule. His bleeding is coming cool, and his blood curdling screams to me are like a feud. I wanna kill a man, says the melody of murder inside my head, inside my head. I wanna kill a man, cause I'ma put you there, Judas, right where you stand, right where you stand. I wanna kill a man, there's the melody of murder inside my head. Much worse than Ronnie, twice as bad as normal with a bitch sicker than Bunny. Cause I'm so cocky, I kill you in front of the police station and be like, Shaggy, it wasn't me. Someone please tell the judge that I don't give a f. Just wanna be famous like that boy Vanilla Fudge. Damn, I mean Vanilla Ice. jig is up. So when it's pressed to your chest, boys, you better stick 'em up. Dreaming of coming of age, so I can be a slave to the prison on the page and the murder in my brain. With this visual I paint, just a syllable phrase can make them ridicule or hate. I'm feeling like I've been framed, sentenced to life in chains for a crime so heinous, even Manson would be phased. Take your fucking names. I wanna kill a man, 'cause there's a melody of murder inside my head, inside my head. I wanna kill a man, 'cause I'ma put you there, Judas, right where you stand, right where you stand. I wanna kill a man, there's a melody of murder inside my head, inside my head. I wanna kill a man, rise up from the earth like the king I am, like the king I Girl, you're sitting there, I'm on the hunt. I've been dreaming this moment for months. I can sense the fear in your heart, but I couldn't tear you apart. I wanna kill a man, 'cause there's a melody of murder inside my head, inside my head. I wanna kill a man, so I'll put you there, Judas, right where you stand, right where you stand. I wanna kill a man, there's a melody of murder inside my head, inside my head. I wanna kill a man, rise up from the earth like the king I am, like the king I am.
It's cool.
Did they ever
That's
get
right.
all the blood off that
I was
guitar?
gonna say that really reminded me about like Rage Against the Machine type of stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
They ever...
No, the guitar solo is actually Shane. That was the other guy. But all the guitar riffs and bits, no, that was it was a little bit of a shared thing, obviously.
Yeah.
The bass player threw some stuff in, but like the guitar riffs and stuff, that was really my job. I did as much as I could. But yeah, this project is like completely opposite to what I normally do. I'm normally just doing acoustic music and
Oh, that was really cool, man.
Yeah.
pretty music. But,
Wasn't what I was
yeah.
expecting.
Yeah, it's a cool little outlet. We haven't played
That's
together
neat.
since a couple of years, obviously. The rest of the guys
fair
live
enough,
in
yeah.
England, but I moved here in Germany a little while ago. But yeah, it's a cool little
They're saying you
Tells
have
me
no
you can find some
sound.
crazy Germans.
Sorry.
Blair said in chat, Martin, you have no
Oh,
sound.
there we
Sorry
go.
to cut off there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. No, we're good. Sorry about that. Thank you. Now we're back.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really cool. I
on
like
the
the
other
I like how different that is from your normal stuff for sure. That's really departed from your normal
that was
normal
neat.
music and stuff. That's really fun.
What kind of guitar were you using? I was trying to notice, but it cut pretty
Okay,
fast.
this is quite an interesting story. I don't
You ever
know
get the blood
guitar.
out of it?
we actually borrowed. No, we bought two guitars from like Cash Generator. I don't know if you have that in where you are. Where you buy secondhand goods and you can
Just
pawn
like a
them and
pawn
stuff.
shop.
Yeah, pawn shop. Yeah. Right. So yeah, we bought two guitars from there. We used them for the video because we knew we were going to get paint and shit flung at us.
Yeah, that was my other question. I was like, what were they throwing at you? Because like that couldn't have been good for like that dude's like Les Paul was like murdered. And I was like, there's no coming back from that.
These guitars were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
We gave them a literal bath the next day, cleaned all the shit off, and then we took them back to the pawn shop and they bought them back.
That's hilarious.
No.
No. This is
Awesome.
recently clean, dude. We detailed the fuck out of this guitar. Like, you're gonna want to pay us at least an extra $50 for this thing. This is incredible, dude. Plus, it's unique too. You just send them the picture of the fucking video. You know, it was used here and everything. You put that in the tagline. It's nice. Give you some official paperwork. Certify it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Gives it history.
How did you get hooked up with those guys, or are those like guys that you've always known?
Well, no, I was recording like my first album which is called Seven Blank Tiles, like back in 2006 or something.
Good album, check it out.
And thank you very much. Cheers. And I was basically working in the studio, and the guy I was working with said, "Oh, I know a rapper. He's looking to do an acoustic track. Would you be interested to collaborate?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. Yeah, no worries."
Right.
We collaborated on a song called Self Destruct. I don't think you can actually find it anywhere online. But it was the start of something. And then I said to the rapper, you know, I can play electric guitar, I know a drummer, I know a bass player. Let's see what we can do. And yeah, we've written an album. It's called Beast, and it's on, you know, all the stuff, Spotify and whatever.
Yeah,
and if you're into that kind of music, I really hope you'll be keen to check it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna check that one out for sure. That was really, really neat. I liked it a lot. I like the rapper's voice too. He had like a really cool tone to his voice and everything. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Cool.
Let's do another one. Let's switch it up and let's show everybody some more of your like your more normal music.
Yeah, what do I do? Let me see. Yeah, I guess Blessed with Less. Like, I sent a few links. I can't actually play live right now because it's like midnight in Germany. So
yeah, for sure.
And it's Sunday morning. I'll get in big trouble. So I sent you the official music videos. No, they don't at all. So yeah, the music video for Blessed with Less. I think you might have played it the last time I was on. I'm not sure, but
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did.
Is it the one where you're going through your trip?
Exactly. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a cool video.
Sorry to put you through it again, but it was
yeah, just such torture. Such torture.
But it's just a video of all of the. Basically, I took my GoPro with me and I filmed something every single day, put it together as a video with the song eventually. And the one thing about it that I think is quite interesting is at the very end of the video when you can see me I'm actually in Santiago Square, which is the final destination of the Camino. And I was playing this song through, and when I synced it up, when I was editing it, it was exactly the same tempo as the recording of the song, and it just fit together perfectly. And
that's so funny. It just like works out so perfect like that. Like, and you didn't even like try to do it or that. That's so cool. You gotta love that shit.
Yeah, totally serendipitous.
Yeah.
So watch out for that bit. But yeah, if you
it's a good word.
Before, I hope you enjoy the song. Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, you guys got it all queued up? Bless with Less? All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
I started walking on the 2nd of July, and it is now the 2nd of August. I've completed well over 500 miles, somewhere around 915 kilometers in total. I think one of the main things I've thought about today is all about the journey, not the destination. I spent a lot of time thinking about all the things I've done in the last 4 weeks. Now I'm finally in Santiago. This is good.
Sorry, my Discord just had a stroke.
But it's not really what it's all about. It doesn't feel like this is the end of anything. It feels like this is the start of something else.
Hello?
This is the first step.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there.
As I'm walking, I get to thinking that this moment is all I need. I've been searching for an easy feeling for a long time. But just a bag upon my back, I've got no baggage apart from that. But I've got all I need. I don't even own a car no more. I've got no keys to any doors, but I've got all I need. And all I need is good company. Maybe I'm blessed now, blessed with less somehow, and I'll keep living with an easy feeling for a long, long time to come. Oh, just a bag on my back. I've got no baggage apart from that I've got all I need. I don't even own a car no more. I've got no keys to any doors, but I've got all I need. And all I need is good company. Just a bag on my back. I've got no baggage apart from that, but I've got all I need. I don't even own a car no more. I've got no keys to any doors, but I've got all I need. With just a bag on my back. I've got no baggage apart from that, but I've got all I need. I don't even own a car no more. I got no keys to any doors, but I've got all I need. And all I need is good company.
I've walked 500 miles. I think it's a good idea to get something to commemorate it. I'm going to get my first tattoo.
So good. I fucking love that song, man. That's so goddamn good.
That was really good.
That's awesome. That video is so fucking perfect too. Like you said, it's just like so many like serendipitous little moments and shit that like work perfectly with the song and everything. Just like all fell together like that. Really, like that's incredible. It's like yeah, it's just nuts. Like none of those the timing shots like that were planned or anything. That's crazy cool, dude. That's awesome. Oh, you're muted, Ryan.
Yeah, you're still muted. Yeah, sorry, my Discord had a stroke and closed for half a second. I was like, oh,
no worries. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, it was just a fantastic journey. And if you have any of you guys like heard of the Camino or
I read about it after you were on last time, and that's like absolutely insane that you 500 miles, isn't it? If I remember right, I haven't read about it in a long time now, but I think it's 500 miles all on foot. That's absolutely insane. I don't know if you can like even fathom 500
How long
miles.
did that take?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. How long
take?
was that?
the Proclaimers could.
yeah, it took
That's a good joke.
I was expecting that to come out of you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't heard that one. Yeah. It took about a month, almost exactly. So it's about 26 kilometers per day for 32 days. And yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Great, man. I mean, you don't have to walk the whole distance to like get a certificate at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
You can choose to walk as much or as little as you want. You know, a lot of people, they take time off work and they can only do 2 weeks or something. So they'll do that, and maybe they'll come back later and do the rest. I met a guy there who that was his like 9th Camino in a row. So I guess he did it every year for 9 years.
Jeez.
And I said, like, why? Why are you doing it so often? And his answer was just very simple. He said, I'm happy and I'll do it. So it's
Fair enough, man.
it's the way it is. But all I can say is for myself, like all of the normal troubles from life, bills, paying rents, all these things. I didn't have any of that in my head because I didn't have a place in England anymore. I just basically left all my shit and just fucked off to Spain. And the only thing I had to worry about was catching up to the next hostel and just drinking wine and eating food with people I was with. Fucking great life. Right.
Awesome. And how long did you do that for?
It was for 1 month exactly. From the 2nd of July to the 2nd of August 2015.
That's
So
awesome.
It's 6 years ago already. So
That's crazy. And then after you did the Spain in the Camino and everything like that, what did you do after that? Did you come back to England, or is that when you went to Germany, or where did you go from there?
I basically couch surfed for a year.
Yeah.
I went to Nepal. I did some charity stuff over there with a charity called Shiva.com, and they sort of they do lots of things, but mostly they were helping at the time with building temporary homes for people who lost it during the earthquake, and they also work a lot with primary schools. So I was out there to sort of help with some guitar lessons, and one of the main things that was surprising to me is that the girls in the schools, they were allowed to do these guitar lessons as well, which is almost never allowed. The girls do not get the same opportunities as the guys do, and lots of little things like this. And then after Nepal, I just I didn't have any base, so I just stayed at a friend's house in England for a week before I went somewhere else, and I just traveled, man. I'm glad I got that traveling bit out of my system. I still want to do more, but
that's a pretty like extreme level of travel, though, to just, you know what I mean, just ditch everything and just be like, you know what, fuck it, Spain we're going to, and we'll see what happens. Just go for that's crazy ballsy. Just love it. That's cool.
I mean, you always have a safety net. You know, you can always come back and find. There's always something you can find someone to help you anyway. So,
for sure, yeah.
But yeah, you got to do it once in your life. It's pretty liberating. Yeah.
That's cool, man. I like it. I like that idea. I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it. That's what I keep thinking. It's just like, holy Christ, that's I just think about the aspects of actually doing it, where I just leave the apartment one day and just like go somewhere and just be like, yep, we're just going there, and we got no plan, I got nothing really, no car, no nothing. God damn.
I'm not sure if if I'm honest, I'm not sure if bravery is like the sort of the motivation you need, because I think at some point in everyone's life you have this critical point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. There's got to be some change, and whether it's a walk in Spain or whether it's whatever, everyone's gonna face that thing. You got to decide if you're gonna just do the new thing. It's good. It's a good idea. Change is good in life.
Yeah, for sure. To find your own walk in Spain, kind of.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
That guitar that you had in the video there too, with all the writing and the signatures on it and all that stuff. Do you still have that guitar?
Yeah. 1 second.
Awesome.
1 second. Nice. Oh, actually, I mean, I don't know if I can show you properly because I can't really twist.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was just curious, and then I was just gonna ask, were all the signatures on it just like people that you came across and things like that? And like,
hang on, let me turn the camera.
Yeah.
Because it's worth having. This is my wall of guitars. Hang on.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, damn, dude.
So I'll just grab the middle one here.
Oh yeah, there she is.
The story behind all of these things here. I asked everybody to tell me their favorite life quote or their motivational words of wisdom, and so they've got a whole load of different things on here from people from all over the world, and it's
that's cool as shit.
Yeah, that is cool. So fucking cool, dude. That's awesome.
It's quite surprising. It's quite surprising to hear all these different things. Like, I'd love to know what's your mantra for life, guys. What's your words of wisdom?
Did anybody put the Bill and Ted line on it?
Wait, which one?
Like, be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was.
Love everybody.
It's simple but effective. But I have something similar, which is actually the first one I wrote on here, which is be kind whenever possible. It's always possible. And this is from the Dalai Lama. I love that quote. And
I like that with the end of it. It's always possible. Yeah, it's so true too, man. That's great. That's a good question though. Yes, there like mantras. No, it's not. Not when you're driving with Kieran on the highway. There's no chance for peace in that scenario. There's only time for
get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah. See?
No, sorry.
No, that's a good question though. The mantra question. I fucking don't know. I don't know if I even have like a personal mantra that I live with. It's probably, if there's anything close to it, it would be from The Empire Strikes Back. Do or do not. There is no try. I like that a lot.
That counts.
Yeah,
that counts a lot.
I think about that one a lot. Actually, there's a lot of like Yoda quotes from The Empire Strikes Back that I think about that are like real effective. And okay, you know what? There we go. It's fucking definitely Yoda. There, yeah, I got one. That's mine. 100%. I never thought about that before.
I think something I said the other day, Martin, was like, I'll always take less money and be happy rather than be fucking miserable with like $1 million.
Yes.
Like, when you're making a shit ton of money at a job that you just hate and you're
Yep.
thinking about it 24/7 and you're miserable about it. But hey, you have lots of money. You're making good money.
Ooh. Yeah,
But it
no.
means nothing.
there's a
I'll
good-
sooner take less money and to love my job than to be paid, like $50
Less money,
an
more
hour and
funny.
just be a slave.
Yeah,
there's,
I'd agree with
there's
that.
a really good short lecture by a guy called Alan Watts. If you've never heard of him, he's like a philosopher. He passed away like in the 70s, I think. But he's talking about what's the value of life, exactly what you're saying. So what's the point in making a lot of money to continue your life being unhappy? It doesn't make sense.
Unless you can get to a level of wealth where you can blast yourself to the stars like God. Then I feel
a big old dick.
Yeah, in a giant cock
And a
rocket.
giant
yeah, for
space
sure.
dick. Yeah.
That's fucking. It's not a
Yeah,
dick.
no,
it's
we're talking like
It's shaped to penetrate the air. Okay, it's like just it's a little phallic. Yes, it's not a cock. That's what he's like screaming at people. I'm not Lex
It's a
Luthor,
cock.
and it's not a cock.
Yeah, shut up, you guys. Shut up.
Shut up. Leave me alone. I'm going to the moon.
Leave me alone.
Taking my $1 trillion and I'm leaving the
Yeah.
planet. Go open up a fucking Amazon distribution center on the moon so people can get their fucking next day Prime deliveries for their keyboards and their USB hubs the same day on the moon too. That'll be the
Maybe
shit.
they'll find my vest.
I wonder how long it'll be before we've like actually colonized things to the point where there's Amazon Prime delivery on other planets.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
think
so.
we get that far. I bet you we blow everything up before then.
You think so?
Yeah, I shot an elastic somewhere and I don't know where the fuck it
We'll
went.
go into
Oh,
some
well.
kind of like oh fuck, what's that movie with Sylvester Stallone where KFC
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man. We go into like a Demolition Man-esque future
And it's Taco Bell.
where it's like it's Taco Bell, that's right. Yeah, we go into like a Demolition Man-esque future where like these corporations just end up taking over everything and they just fight for control, but only one survives, like the Highlander. You know what I mean? And then it's like and then we got like Amazon in space, and we got Amazon deliveries going planet to planet and shit. DHL on Mars. Figure they can lose your package on a different planet. It'll be fucking perfect.
Yeah, they can lose it mid-flight instead of
Fuck DHL.
mid-ship.
This is my fucking rant, like irritation for the day. DHL is one of the worst shipping companies ever available. If you have an option to not use DHL, just don't use them. Use
That's
anything
funny
else.
because I think they're like the biggest. You'd think it'd be like other ones, but I think DHL actually operates in like the most countries.
Yeah,
They even,
DHL
like operate in like North
That's probably why they
Korea
suck
and
the
like
hardest.
fucking the United Arab Emirates.
I was just gonna say that DHL is one of the only
Probably
companies
why they
that you
suck
can
the hardest.
you can ship packages to fucking North Korea. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know
That's
why
why
you
they suck.
need to ship something to North Korea. What are you shipping?
I don't
to
know.
them?
That sounds like a lot of extra stress.
Yeah, it really does.
To be a DHL driver that has to go to fucking North Korea, you'd be like, how much bonus do I get? Like,
You're like, how do I get in there?
excuse me?
Like DHL, yeah, they're just like, oh, you get an extra thank you at the end of the week.
I'm sure it's all like air freight and shit. But
Yeah, just
either
robots.
way, like, that's nuts.
2021, it's just robots everywhere, just automated. Nothing else left of them. Well, what do you think? Should we do another one? I want to listen to more.
More music.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
My eyeballs itchy.
Which one would you like to do next, Ryan?
Should we go back into the past and play a song called Fear?
Yeah, I love Fear. That's a fucking good.
It's it's about 9 years old now, this one.
What's the story behind this one before we play into it? Because there's got to be something going on behind this song.
Yeah, so I was at a party, drunk out of my head, and I was saying to my friend, "Oh, I should do a skydive." Yeah, why the fuck not? One of my biggest fears, is heights.
Right.
Hands down, it's what I'm afraid of. And I knew that if I was gonna like push myself to do it, I would have to kind of do that thing where you post it on Facebook and you're a bit more accountable, because like once you've said it out loud, you kind of got to follow through.
100%.
And it was about 2 years between initial thinking about it to actually getting around to actually doing it. About 11 people did it with me, and we raised €10,000.
Oh,
Sorry,
nice.
£10,000.
Awesome.
That's awesome,
To
dude.
together for some charity. It was actually a charity for young musicians to get instruments or training that they couldn't otherwise afford. Really, really awesome time. But yeah, I had nightmares for 2 years, thinking of hitting the floor and all these sorts of things. I hated it. Right up until the moment where I came out of the plane, and then all my fear was gone. And that was the moment, you know. And I think everyone's afraid of something. And whatever it is. I mean, what are your biggest fears, guys? Please tell me.
Open water.
Yeah,
oceans.
I think me and Martin take the
thalassophobia
or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck that. I
100%.
cannot fucking stand.
100%.
I can't even go into the middle of a lake, Ryan. You know what I mean? Like if I
Yo,
can't.
fuck. Hey, did you see that nice little
hate it.
video that Jared sent both of us?
No, I didn't even
that
open
one
it.
day?
No, I didn't even open
he's
it.
a dick.
No, I didn't even open it. I was like, no, I'm
so
good. I'm fucking good. There's a subreddit that I'm
disgusting.
subscribed to that's like r/thalassophobia, and it's just all like horrendous pictures. I don't know why I subscribed to it. I was trying to think like you were, Ryan, where I'm like, face your fears, you coward. It's just water. There's nothing to be scared of. And then they post these pictures of like, you know, like divers in the water with like this like murky shadow underneath, and it's like a friggin' 120-foot whale or some shit just ready to consume.
I hate that.
No.
I hate
that.
It's
fucking horrible.
so much.
I need to unsubscribe from that subreddit. Now that I think I need more r/bigger
like
than you thought and less.
And yeah, it's how like things can
r/thalassophobia.
be like pretty darn close but not really visible, and they slowly come into view as it's fucking
objects in ocean are closer than they may appear. It's not cool. It's fucking terrifying. Everything there is programmed to kill you, and you are fucking at such a goddamn disadvantage. You're so bad.
Incompetent in water.
So bad. I go into swimming pools sometimes, and I'm worried that I might not come back out of them. You know what I mean? And I can literally touch both sides of them at all times. No. Yeah, so that's mine.
And then besides that, my other one is also heights. Is like a really big one for me. Like extreme heights, like like skyscrapers and shit. Like I can chill on a roof, but like get me up 30 stories.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if tight spaces like caves and stuff.
Claustrophobia.
Too, man. I'm bad at that too.
One of those two for me, man. Like
claustrophobia. Oh yeah, no,
I'm thinking about like. So like there was one, even the one Facebook kept showing me this one fucking video. Some guy got like cut in a hole, and it was like filling up with water, and like,
I saw that. Nope.
What is that?
He ended up, and then it's just like he had to back out, and they crawled out for 3 hours the other way, and I'm like,
dude,
that shit makes me feel sick.
That's like a.
So like you'll have to turn around, and he's like, I can't turn around.
I can't turn.
They had to pull him out.
Oh my god. Nope. Sometimes
There's
I'll
that dude.
I'll go into doorways and stuff to like. Okay, this is gonna sound fucking ridiculous. Sometimes I'll go into doorways to grab things at work, and I'll get stuck in the doorways for a brief moment because I'll like turn when I'm getting out, and then I'm stuck in the doorway. And I have never felt such moments of panic when I feel like I'm jammed in a door frame or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh fuck, is this how it ends? Is this where it ends? And then I get out and everything's okay. But yeah, just the idea of like being stuck in a place and like not being able to move. That's fucked, man. That would not be cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm on board with your thing there, Kieran. I can get on with that. What about you, Jared?
I don't know. Like
husband's coming home early.
I was gonna say it, but I was like, somebody else will say it.
Yeah, I'll give it to somebody else.
Yeah, like extreme.
Can't
heights,
someone else do it?
Like when it's so intense, when you look down, you're just like, I think I might die just from looking down right now. Like that gut feeling, really. Nope. Like those pools in like Dubai that fucking like go off the side of a building. They're like
infinity
60 stories up.
No.
Infinity
Like,
pools.
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Now that I've watched that Tomorrow World, to be like getting shot into the future, they're just like, oh, sorry, we miscalculated.
Kieran's
You're
like,
in the middle of the sky.
flying through the sky. Yeah. Pull.
Yeah. Hopefully pool.
Please pull.
Tell me I'm in Dubai. And then it's just like
Did you
glass.
guys
And you're
notice
just like,
how he was totally lined up to hit like the side and die, and then he kind of just went whoop and went into the pool at the last second?
We can't have Chris Pratt die. He costs too much money.
that's kind of probably how it would work, because any tiny movement in that kind of like velocity and airflow, like it would affect you greatly. So like if you it would think about it, it would be like swimming in water with flippers almost. If you kicked weird, it would send you fairly far. That's all you need to do. Probably.
I'm just gonna.
I don't know
funny
anything.
because it
Listen,
looked like
man.
he was gonna die, and then he's like, "I'm in the water."
Yes.
You're like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, and then he like wiggled his way and he got over the, like,
I'm,
the 2 or 3 feet he needed to.
As a God-fearing man, I would just close my eyes and put my faith into the hands of the
Hope
Lord.
for the best.
Yeah, and just wherever the Lord takes me, I just take me home, take me to Grandma. You know what I mean? Take me back to
Right.
Finksy, the German Shepherd that I don't have anymore. Let's go, baby.
That's what I did with my car accident a long time ago.
You just
like,
take
put
your
my
hands
on
off the
and I was
wheel?
like, here we go. No, I put him on the wheel and just like closed my eyes and relaxed. And I was like, here we go.
I would like try
And
to put my face
flipped
on the
a
most
few times.
precarious, but like put my face right against the wheel. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's maximize this here. Let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that the airbags go off.
Come on, free reconstructive surgery. I could look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club by the end of this thing. Let's go. Back to the tunes, though. We got so sidetracked.
Speaking of fear,
yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Let's jump back. Let's jump
So
in.
anyway,
You guys.
this is still one of my favorite songs to play live. Yeah, I hope you like it.
It
guys.
seems like it'd be
One
really
chord
fun to
shit.
play live for sure. It's so like bouncy and rhythmic and shit. Yeah. All right, let's do this shit. You guys all queued up?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play.
The idea for fear came from the skydive,
Oh yeah,
which I
you
did
probably
in
want to skip it
August.
to about 1 minute 24
I
as well.
had like a
You don't
real
want to hear it.
issue
Well,
with
guys, let's go to
heights.
124.
I still
and-
kind of
and-
do, but it's,
Yeah,
unless you want
sure.
to hear all about blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. We kind of just went all over that. All right, yeah, 124. Let me know when you guys are queued.
I'm at
Cute.
124.
All right, 3, 2,
I'm at 125 actually.
go.
messed that straight away. The Greek call me phobia. You can call me fear. Hold my hand, I will guide you. Hide from this, I still will find you. Face to face, my dear. Freedom from this grip I bind is neither everlasting nor for sure. But there's reason for the madness, 'cause I will never stop. There'll never be a cure, and you could fall to earth from high above, and you could be yourself when no one else does. You could close all the doors, but it's not enough. You'll see, and you could throw yourself in front of love, and you could break your heart till the beating stops, and you could be alone in the dark, but I'm always here. However you perceive me, be in no doubt that the only reason I am here is because you let me. When the lights go out, I can only feed on the grip you hold so tight of me. Let go of the fear, and alone you will be to enjoy the rewards of your bravery. And you could fall to earth from high above, and you could be yourself when no one else does. You could close all the doors, but it's not enough. You'll see, and you could throw yourself in front of love, and you could break your heart till the beating stops. You could be alone in the dark and always see. I am fear. I am fear. I
That's so fucking. I love that fucking tune, dude. That's such a good song. Awesome. That's so good. That one. Oh, you're muted still, Ryan. Hey, there you go. Yeah, no, that's such a good song. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. That one in Munich for sure. That's why I'm really excited for Munich to actually come out as a single. Those are.
Yeah, me too. I'm really hyped for that.
That's really good.
Nice.
That's that one. You look like a lot younger in that one. How long ago did you record that video?
Yeah, it was about 9 years ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great song. Like I said, I listen to that one. That one's on the playlist like every day for sure. That whole album, or on Spotify, I think it was. Is that the one? Is that on The Time Is Now?
That's The Time Is Now. Yeah, that's correct.
That whole album is so good. I really enjoyed that one. There's what's the other song that I listened to? Half of the Whole, I think it's called. Is that right?
Yeah, that's another one I quite like to play live as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's another one I really enjoy. Yeah, man, that whole album is really good. Everybody go check that one out if you're looking for something to listen to on your day to day. Called The Time Is Now. You can find it pretty much. It's really good. Really.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. That one too. Did you when you shot that one? Did you do that like professionally as well, or is that was just like friends and stuff like that? Because that one also has like super quality to it.
That was filmed at the music college where I used to go, and I used to teach there as well. Western College in Western Supermare, and the guy who filmed it is a guy called Corey Raymond, and he actually ended up filming 3 of my other like official music videos as well. He's working in London now doing TV stuff and whatnot. Really cool guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that one looks really nice as well. For sure. I like the idea when those like with directors and people like that can like make something so minimal look so nice, like deep and stuff like that. Brandon can appreciate that kind of shit too, with like because he does photography and things like. It's like it's so nice when you can make something like really pretty out of nothing. You know what I mean? Really minimal. You'll see Ryan when Ryan's new video comes out, Brandon, that Munich one. It's like it's really like stripped down and stuff, but the production value is ridiculous, and everything is like super warm colored, and like you said, it's shot in this old studio where everything has like old retro equipment and stuff. It looks really nice. I'm really excited. It'll be a good video.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to check it out, you can actually go on my my Facebook page. I made like this very short video of like the very first shot on my phone of like just recording the song as a demo, and then it fades into the final product, and it's quite cool to see the contrast of the two things. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Especially how you started the song when you had originally written it too. It was a lot more. I don't know how to describe it, but it had a lot less movement to it, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it was more like just whole chords and like steady rhythm and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But then yeah, your final result is a lot more bouncing, and it has like that rhythm hit on the guitar and shit. Like that's really cool too.
Do you guys you write music as well? Any of you?
What's that? Sorry, I pulled my mic up.
Do any of you guys write music as well?
Brendan and Kieran do. I piss around a little bit, but not to the level that those guys do. Yeah, no, they're the ones on that boat to talk to.
Cool. I mean, I think everyone's got like a different process in it, but like I do all my writing with an acoustic guitar, so it's really hard to sort of visualize what it's going to be as a finished product with the drums and violins and blah 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 blah. But yeah, with using the percussion myself, I can get the song a little bit somewhere towards there anyway.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. I was gonna ask that too. I was like, if that was like a style that you like had adapted, or if that was just something natural that you've done. But I guess it's just something that you do to like formulate your process and stuff like that, and get a bigger picture into your head, kind of idea, right?
Yeah, I mean the guitar percussion actually started from I was just doing acoustic gigs and stuff when I was starting out, and I'd seen some guitarists like Andy McKee. I'd heard of Newton Faulkner. I knew it existed, but a lot of the people that were hitting the guitar were only doing instrumental music. They weren't really singing with it. But the only thing that I found at the very beginning was just to have that while I was strumming, and it made such a difference. Like everybody in the crowd was just
for sure. Yeah. No, those like simple little rhythms like that are like the biggest things to get the crowd involved for sure, and like chants and things like that. You know what I mean? The easiest thing. Like that's why I could understand like Fear being really popular to play live. Because it's like you don't necessarily have to be familiar with the lyrics to like enjoy the melody of the tune and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And to like sing along with it, jive along with the tune. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think from my point of view, like I think it's quite common to see guitarists who can hit the guitar and do all these other things. But I think a lot of general listeners, like they hear that sound coming from one person and they do kind of sort of look around and see what extra is going on.
Right.
But yeah, it's cool to play live because of that reaction.
Yeah, definitely. When you're writing your songs and stuff like that, like do you find that you start with the guitar structure first? Is it usually come from a riff and then you put lyrics to that riff, or do you have like a repertoire of lyrics that you have ready and then you'll write something and be like, oh shit, this would work really well with like blah blah blah? What kind, like, how does your songs normally, or how do your songs?
I guess normally I'd start off with a guitar idea, and then while I'm working out the melody, the guitar idea will adapt to fit around that, and it's kind of kind of organic, I guess. I very rarely start with a fixed idea for the guitar, and then I have to fit the words to that fixed idea. It kind of evolves as you go along. But if you got a initial guitar idea that you just love to play, yeah, that's what I usually start with.
That makes sense, yeah, for sure. And then, like, do you have like a repertoire of lyrics, or do you find that the lyrics kind of like just come to you as like a puzzle piece to that rhythm that you've now written?
No, I've got a shit ton of crap lyrics,
right?
And I just pick a little line here and I can make that work.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's cool.
It's definitely a mixture of new
it's a mix
kind of ideas, and then when I get stuck, I'll just grab something from an old pile. But something else I do is I just grab a book off a shelf and I just open it up at a random page and just find a sentence that kind of resonates with what I'm trying to say. And
that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's a fucking.
I like that.
That's a neat idea. Did it even as like just a songwriting exercise? You know what I mean? Like if you just pick like a random thing like that.
Something else.
That's really clever. Nice. Yeah.
That's neat.
Oh, I'm starting to see why this gentleman is on such a different musical level than the rest of us. It's all starting to come together now. Thinking about things in a 3D chess kind of way, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
Playing 3D chess, we're playing fucking lawn darts.
Yeah, exactly. We're playing pickleball, as I just learned about the other day. Do they have pickleball? Do they have pickleball in them? No?
Mini tennis.
Tell me what this is.
Okay, Kieran, you explain it because I still don't really.
Tennis.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't really look into it that much, but it just looks like mini tennis.
Yeah, that's kind of what I saw too. It's like tennis, but everything is tiny-ized. Miniaturized. Yeah. That's a word. That's a word.
And the racket is kind of square looking.
Yeah, it's got a weird weird fucking square racket, and everything is just small on like a tiny concrete court. But yeah, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, it's called pickleball apparently, and I don't understand about it. I was at work the other day, and the store that's across from where we parked the food truck just had like a sign up, and they're pickleball here. And I'm like, is pickleball so popular that it's in demand that you need to put it on your signs? Is that like a thing? And I looked into it, and it turns out that no, it's not that popular, and it doesn't need to be on your signs. But you're just trying to fucking sell pickleball rackets and nets. Tiny, tiny, tiny tennis. And every picture I've looked up to, it seems to be only played by geriatrics. Like, it seems to be a requirement that you have to be like 55 plus to play this game and enjoy it. Like, there are young people playing it, but they don't look like they're having fun. You know what I mean? The old people, though, they're having a great old time with this shit, dude. I've never seen an 80-year-old man smile so wide. Killer. No. Yeah, that's
Have you ever done lawn bowling before? Ever played lawn bowling?
I don't even think I know what lawn bowling is.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just bowling on grass?
Yeah. So there's like... the balls... the balls are like... You have to... They always put like a white one at the end you have to get close to.
Okay, so it's like shuffleboard bowling.
They have one sort of smaller side, so it'll always curve like in.
Oh, I don't like that.
So you have to like roll. It's weird, but like old people fucking love that shit.
Yeah, old people do love that shit.
I had a good time playing it.
My uncle played in a league for a while.
In a league?
Yeah, he played with
that's hardcore.
With his like father-in-law, so like my aunt's dad. They played. There used to be a lawn bowling place right across from where I work. It's all like worn down and overgrown and shit because it closed down a few years ago. Like right on Dundas, like right before, like the warehouse guys or whatever the hell that place is now. Like right across from Ford dealership, there used to be a lawn bowling place, and now it's just overgrown.
No, it's just grass.
Maybe everybody that went there just fucking died, so they had to close up. I don't know.
Like, we're not getting membership fees anymore. It turns out that our 7-year-old
Maybe.
like marketing base isn't good to sell to. They don't last that long.
I'm on the pickleball Wikipedia. And there's terminology. And there's like the terminology. There's a thing called a dink. A dink is a soft shot made with a paddle face open. Like, okay.
I don't like this game. I don't like anything to do
There's
with
something
this game.
called a nasty Nelson.
The hell? I thought this game was for like
Please tell me what this is.
It's all pickleball terms.
Tell me what the Nasty Nelson is.
There's a thing called out of the jar. Oh, nasty Nelson is a serve that intentionally hits
Hey
the
guys, give me 2 minutes as
non-receiving.
well. I'll be
Yeah,
back
man.
in a second, okay?
Take your time.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
I guess it's got a term.
It says a
Is that
serve that intentionally hits the non-receiving opposing player closest to the net, rewarding the point to the server.
That's what the I don't like this
So you
fucking
get a
game.
point just for hitting the person.
I don't want to talk about
I just hit
pickleball
the
anymore.
kid every time.
I want to talk about pickleball.
I just hit the kid
Nobody
every
likes
time.
pickleball. Also, I noticed we were missing chat. We weren't paying attention to chat.
There's nothing in there right now.
No, but there was earlier. Yeah, there was earlier. But
Your
we
chat.
forgot to say hello to Mark, and I'm sorry. And
Hi, Mark.
Keith is in there too. How's it going, Keith? Good to see you in there,
Hi,
man.
Keith.
We haven't seen you guys before in here. It's nice to see you in the chat, bro. Hope you guys are doing well and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith and Carly too. He said that's a hard. Oh, they're talking about their phobias. Seeing a chain rope or tower disappearing into the abyss. Oh, dude, that's fucked. I didn't even think about that. Like
What?
a bridge.
Sorry, what? Say that
Sorry,
again.
he said seeing a chain rope or tower disappearing into the abyss. It's like, you know what I mean, like
Oh,
a
where
bridge
you
or
just
something.
can't see what's on the other end. Kind of
Yeah.
thing? Like, yeah, okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's some
That's,
fucked up
that,
shit.
that to me is more ominous than like actually like fear-inducing. But yeah,
That's
I
fair.
can see how
That's
that would
fair.
get there that way.
But you know what? That's
I can
that
see how it
argument
get
could be that be made with the same thing with mine and Brendan's too, the ocean one, where it's just like because
Oh, it
it's
was
like,
with anyone's. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
It's
Because
like
that's
the
what fear, right?
unknown.
It's all personal. Like
yeah.
someone
Oh,
else would
fuck.
handle tight spaces. That's why the people can do that, but I couldn't fucking do it. I could handle looking at that bridge, but
Yeah, exactly. And then
Not
other people would just
tight
snap from it.
spaces.
You know what I fucking
Yeah,
watched the other
exactly.
day? If Keith's still out there and shit, he'll
The
appreciate
Descent?
this one. No, I watched
The
or not the
Mist?
other
The
day. I
Mist?
watched it last night. Sorry, Ford versus Ferrari. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't yet.
Oh
No.
no.
It's fucking cool, man. It's such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm not even like a car guy, you know what I mean? So I didn't really give a shit about that aspect of it. But there's a lot of cool car shit going
I
on.
have heard good. Yeah, I think I've heard good things about that.
It's
to be honest.
it's like a true story, I guess, and it's like the story of when Carroll Shelby went with Ford and they built the GT40 to compete at Le Mans, and it's like this 24-hour race.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
have heard of this.
Yeah, and it's like this
Who's in it
24-hour long
again?
race. Matt Damon's in it. Christian Bale's in it.
Damon.
Matt Damon plays Cheryl Kelby. Cheryl Kelby. Did you hear that? Carroll Shelby. Sorry. Cheryl Kelby. He plays Cheryl Kelby in it. You know what I mean? The guy who made the fucking Kelby Mustang. You know.
What's a shittier horse than a Mustang? He made that.
Clydesdale. I don't know if that's true or not. Tell me if I'm wrong, our equestrian fans out there. That's
He
right.
made a donkey.
I
He
know
just
the
made a
word
donkey.
equestrian. Yeah, donkey would definitely be a downside from that. But yeah, that movie was fucking really good. I watched that last night. And I had a really good time with it. I highly recommend it, especially anybody who's like car nerds. It's a good time. We were talking about that Ford versus Ferrari movie. Ryan, I don't know if you ever seen that one. Have you ever seen that? It's a good watch.
No, I have not.
It's fun. I was telling him it's the story about when Ford built their GT40, which was like a car they built apparently to compete against Ferrari in the Le Mans race, which is like some 24-hour long big circuit race thing or whatever. And like Ferrari had won it for like the past fucking decade before that every year or whatever, and then Ford decided that they were going to be like, nah, fuck you, Ferrari, we're building a fucking race car. And then, but it's a fun movie. It's got Christian Bale and Matt Damon and a bunch of other guys who, like, you see in a bunch of movies, but you can never remember their goddamn names. But, yeah, fun time. Highly recommend that one. That's a good watch. I had a great time with that.
Takes place in 1966.
Yeah, that seems about right for sure. Yeah, Christian Bale's, like, the race car driver. Matt Damon is Carroll Shelby.
Oh, John Bernthal's in it?
Yeah, he's one of the executives.
What's the film called again?
Ford vs. Ferrari. Yeah, highly recommend that. That's a good watch.
Okey-doke.
Can't remember where I watched it. I think it was. I don't know. All these goddamn streaming services these days. I can never remember where the hell I watch anything anymore. Was it on Amazon Prime? Was it on HBO Max? Was it on Stars? Was it on Disney Plus? Was it on Netflix? Was it on fucking NBC? Because apparently they have a fucking streaming service now too.
That's called Peacock.
Peacock. Jesus Christ. Get out of here. I'm not paying any more money to any more companies for any more fucking streaming services. If it gets to this point anymore, I'm pirating. If your shit is not on the 14 streaming services that I already have, I'm stealing it. You've done this to yourself. You made me do this.
Yeah, there's also like Apple TV and then Apple TV Plus. I'm like, what?
Nah, I should preface this. This is not an admission of guilt. If ever in the future I'm arrested for piracy crimes, this is not an admission of guilt. I have never actually pirated anything, and I have no intentions of pirating anything in the future.
I don't even know how.
Yeah.
The closest
I'm
I've
gonna get
come
some
is
water really
watching
quick.
Pirates of
Yeah,
the Caribbean.
Yeah. We'll wait till Kieran gets back, and then I think
All right.
How's everything been since the last time you were on, though, Ryan? Life's been good and stuff like that? No changes? Nothing major?
Nothing major.
No?
It's all working okay. You know.
Good, man.
I mean, my full-time work is being a musician, so I'm either teaching or gigging.
Right.
So it's been a little bit harder than normal, but there's always a way. So
For sure.
it's all good.
Great attitude,
actually,
dude. I like that.
I've been working a lot on creating guitar courses. I've been doing guitar groups here in Munich for like the last 4 years or whatever. And the way I design my courses is an 8-week course. So if you're new to guitar and you're like, I want to try it, but I don't want to commit to a teacher for an undisclosed amount of time, then I do it that way. So
that's a good idea, man.
I've written about 10 courses. So depending on what you want to learn, whether you want to learn finger picking, the first 20 songs as a beginner in the perfect order, or if you want to learn guitar percussion, I've been writing these things and putting them on my website. So you can go to ryaninglis.com and you can check that out. And my girlfriend has been helping me massively with all of these sorts of things as well. She's in the background.
Oh, shout out.
She's working right now.
Working away, eh? She's like an animal. Isn't it like 1 in the morning for you guys? Hello.
Yeah.
Man, she's an animal. She just refuses to give up. I admire your ethic. I wish I had that kind of ethic. This is literally the only thing that I can ever bring myself to do consistently is this stupid podcast. And once I get done with this, I'm like back to zero mode. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, it's time to consume the last 13 Mike's Hard Lemonades that I've got in the fridge and drag myself into work tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's cool, man. I like the idea of like structuring those courses with your online thing. That's a good way to like combat the COVID thing and still keep a bit of income coming in and things like that. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it's going to be a case of like making sure there's a video and everything. But even if you make any course as like an online package, I think you still need to have you still need some contact with an actual person who can show you your specific problems that you're facing when you're learning anything.
I agree with that. Yeah, 100%. That's that.
I was going to actually
found that. Yeah. What's that?
I was actually going to ask you guys a few questions. I don't know whether many guests ask you.
Oh no, dude, shoot.
I'd actually like to know, like, what are your biggest passions? Like, all of you, like, what is it the one thing that you would spend time on doing without any conception of time passing?
Any kind of like, I really enjoy like any entertainment. I do like I play acoustic and sing myself, but I just don't do originals and stuff. But I do I've done like comedy and stuff like that too in the past, you know what I mean, like stand up and shit. And I just really like entertaining. When it comes down to it, I've made this joke a million times with these guys, but I just love attention, you know what I mean? So I love any form of getting affirmation and attention. It makes me quite happy. So like being on a stage and making people laugh or like be entertained for a little bit is very enjoyable to me. I'll do that anytime for like no money ever. I don't ever have to have any kind of money for that. But yeah, so definitely along the lines of like any kinds of entertainment, I can definitely boast towards. I'm kind of innocent. What about you, Jared?
Dragon Ball Z.
Anime. I do love me anime.
I'll watch fucking. I will watch Cowboy Bebop from front to back without anybody telling me to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm passionless. No, I don't know.
I'm a blob of humanity.
The Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching sports and getting way too angry at sports. Anytime I can go to any live sporting event, I went to like a London Majors game yesterday and it was like fucking raining outside. I'm like, I don't care. I can go see live sports again. I'm going.
I'm down.
I don't know a single player on this team. I bought a fucking hat. I was like, sick. I'm here.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'll go with you next time. We'll go with you next time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Karen?
You guys
I haven't done anything in like a fucking year and a half. I will. I don't know. I'm a little bit across the board, like passionate. I guess most passionate. Definitely, like the entertaining is fun for sure. Like in all sort of like aspects, whether it be like acting in videos or like music itself. Just being on a stage is awesome, and enjoy like hearing people enjoy what you do or being like able to relate to the product you're putting out is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
just
I was
like hyping up my talent. My favorite thing is just hyping up my friends that have actual talent. That's what I like to do.
No, Jared's just like
supporting
and fucking people's moms.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and having sex with your wives. So yeah.
Oh, their wives. My bad. I missed
Yeah.
I missed the joke.
Yeah, sorry.
I missed it. I fucked it up completely.
You were there.
It's supposed to be fucking your wives.
Bums, wives, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same. As long as he's like making you feel bad about yourself, he gets to come. He's happy.
They're all somebody's mother or wife. I don't know.
It's a fun fight. Jared can't finish until the person he's sexually humiliating walks into the room and makes eye contact with him, and then it's instantaneous. Just like, yeah, he's like a fucking, like a fire hose. Not a fire hose, sorry, like a sprinkler, like a lawn sprinkler. But you guys ever seen those lawn sprinklers that go like... That's like that. It's like that. Yeah, and then it goes back.
How many Simpsons references can we push into this?
Oh, I forgot that was a Simpsons reference. All right, I'll take it.
We need a counter.
That was a
We need a counter.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that up next week for sure. We make so many
That
goddamn.
That was subconscious level. You didn't even know.
That's funny. Yeah,
Like,
I wonder how many of those I
doing
make in a
this.
day and like not pay attention to them. That's a big thing on the
Probably.
podcast here, Ryan. We're
Probably
gonna
a lot.
start that next week, and now we got to remember we have to have a Simpsons reference counter because like every fucking episode we can't help ourselves, but do like at least 3 or 4 stupid Simpsons references from old episodes. Did you ever watch the show back in the day?
Might be different because
Oh, awesome!
different
Okay,
country,
thank
right?
God. That's what I was curious. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was popular in England and stuff like that as it was over here because it was like immensely popular back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking great. I mean, my favorite Homer quote is the one that I remember the most is I have 3. What was it? Hang on. 1 second.
I have
yeah,
3
I've
kids
got-
and no money.
I've got 3 kids and no money. Why can't I have no kids and
3
money?
money. That's a fucking good one, yeah, dude. I think my favorite one that I always like really, really laugh at every time is when he goes, I can't remember what it was, but he's like, I can't learn new things, Marge. Every time I learn a new thing, it pushes something old out of my brain.
Yeah.
Like when I went to that winemaking course and I forgot how to drive.
How did you drive?
And
That's
Marge
because
was like,
you were drunk.
I just love that. He's like, I can't learn new things. Every time I learn something new, it pushes something old out of my brain. Fucking say that all the goddamn time. They get work and they're like, here, we're going to show you how to do this. I'm like, wait a second. This is crazy, heinous.
Yeah. No, can't do that. I'll forget something else.
That's funny. That's actually an interesting question. There's like the things that were popular in over here, like TV wise and stuff like that. Like The Simpsons were popular over in England. Was Seinfeld a big hit in England?
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
to be honest, I've never really watched an episode. I've seen
dude.
bits, but
It's good.
What about
so
Frasier?
good.
It's good.
What about
I mean,
Frasier?
well,
feel like
well,
Frasier
I mean, you know,
might
it's
be.
like Seinfeld was it maybe a show in its time. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're watching it new, like now, would it still?
Some premises are
work?
still pretty good. There's a couple episodes that you could watch now and they're still pretty funny, but I know what you're saying. There's a couple of them where it's like if you've never watched the show before, it's like it only holds itself up on its nostalgic value kind of thing. But yeah, there's a couple of like really, really good premises in that show that are just funny as fuck. That yeah, especially like running gags and stuff like that. And yeah, my next one from that was gonna be if Curb Your Enthusiasm is popular over. But I guess it's, yeah, because I was really curious about that one. That seems like such a like uniquely American show. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't see it like appealing to anybody else except for that audience. So yeah, is that like a thing over there? Do people ever talk about it?
Yeah, I've heard about it for sure.
Okay.
Again, I haven't seen a whole episode, but I've seen how. I mean, yeah, it looks totally up my street. I just haven't really giving it the time.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
all of these awkward interactions with people, and
that's exactly it.
What about Always Sunny? I wonder if Always Sunny is shown.
Oh yeah,
that's another one.
No way.
I know loads of people who love that show, but I haven't watched that one.
Yeah,
I've seen a few episodes, and I love the shouty guy who's the shorter guy.
Charlie Day.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Charlie or no, okay. They're both kind of shouty.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're both pretty shouty.
I'd say Charlie's more shouty.
Yeah, I'd have to give that one for sure.
Danny is more gross.
That one I highly recommend, Ryan. Like if you're okay with like really, really raunchy premises and stuff, like as long as you're not easily offended by things, you'll enjoy Always Sunny. Because if you get offended by things real easy,
is this Always Sunny?
Oh, it'll get you. It'll get you good.
God, Frank, you're an animal.
Good lord.
I gotta continue watching that.
There's like a whole episode where they go to a water park, and Frank's whole thing to get to the front of the line is pretend that he has AIDS because he sees like a cancer patient kid. He's like walking around, and he's like, "I'm coming through, AIDS here, out of the way, everybody move, AIDS coming through, I got it big time, I got the AIDS." Like pushing everybody out of the way.
AIDS real bad.
So it's like if you get offended by like stuff like that, it's like it might not fly too well. But yeah, if you find that funny,
where's Matt? Where's Dennis? I've been looking for him all day.
Yeah.
You got the AIDS. You got the AIDS real bad.
You got it real bad.
Who is this?
You got it from a man. He's like, no.
Toboggan. Mantis Toboggan.
So good. Oh, everybody's back now. Now we can go back to more tunes. Let's do this, guys. I want to listen to more.
All right.
Which one should we go for now, Ryan?
Yeah, let's check out Only Human. This is the last single. This one was filmed, I think, just at the end of 2020. One of my guitar students told me that he made music videos, so I was like, oh man, I've got a song. Let's do something together.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we filmed it in a friend's bar. So it's just me kind of singing along there, and then the shots are interspersed with photographs of certain emotional states of other humans, and the whole song is just about just accepting yourself for your crazy self, the way you are, the mistakes you make, and just like yourself a little bit more. That's basically it.
Cool, dude. That's awesome. All right, you guys all queued up?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, you can count on us to misbehave. We're only human, we're designed to make mistakes. Whoa, but that's okay. You can count on us to be afraid. We're only human and this world's a scary place. Well, some things may never change. We're only human after all. 'Cause we're standing in the middle. We're standing tall. In a world that's such a mystery to me, such a mystery to us all. We make our decisions and sometimes we get them wrong. Some things may never change. We're only human after all. Well, you can count on us to make you cry. We're only human, we can't be happy all the time. But that's okay. You can count on us to hurt the ones who really love us, but we never mean to hurt no one. Well, some things things may never change. We're only human after all. 'Cause we're standing in the middle, oh, we're standing tall. In a world that's such a mystery to me, such a mystery to us all. Yeah, most of the time we don't know what we're doing wrong. Now that has got to change if we're ever gonna get along at all. Count on us to search for love in every place except the place it has to come from. That place inside yourself. You're an awesome human after all.
Pretty
Fuck
good.
yeah, dude. That's a great tune too. So goddamn.
Thank you guys.
That's awesome. How long? That one looks pretty recent. When did you shoot that one?
Yeah, it was the end of 2020, so last December or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah.
And
Barely.
it was actually, yeah, and it was actually like one of the first songs that actually released in is it? I think Best of Less was the one before that. That was 2018. I took a load of time off because I didn't it didn't feel like the songs were ready yet, and I didn't really have enough motivation, or I wasn't really into releasing these songs. And now I'm hopefully going to start getting into a little bit of a flow with it. So we'll see what happens.
That's awesome. Yeah, just
I know
like
what you mean.
wasn't the right time kind of thing for those songs. Is that what you're thinking, or it just like they weren't ready, or what was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a mixture of a few different things. The song was already recorded, but releasing a song, I don't know if, I mean, you guys must know a little bit about how much it actually costs to produce a song, like, record it.
Those two again,
Properly,
sure.
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, I give you a ballpark figure of something like, I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000 something. You can do it cheaper. But by the time you've done the video, the mastering, that's 2,000. By the time you've done the recording, it all adds up. And I didn't really want to commit money to recording my music because I wasn't really sure. And obviously, 2020 was a little bit hard on all of us. But
right.
it felt like the right time, and I got it sort of altogether a little bit cheaper than a little bit normal. But yeah. It is what it is. But I found a little bit of a hack at the moment to actually try and make money back from what I spent on making music. I'm not sure if it's going to work yet. But basically what I'm doing as well is I'm hiring a PR agent, and they're helping to put the song on actual radio stations and stuff. And there's a thing, there's a company in Germany called Gamer, and basically they're like PRS. I don't know what it is in America. But basically, they generate or they collect money on your behalf for any royalties that you get. So, like, just for doing live gigs, I could make something around like €1,000 a year, just even if I'm playing covers and stuff. So, hopefully, if I spend this much money on a PR agent and I get this many radio plays from it, then it should pay for itself. And that's all I've ever really wanted to figure out, because asking people, hey guys, can you download my song? Can you buy it? It's just a fucking nightmare.
It doesn't fucking work. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. Like, man, that's I can relate to that one with the whole podcast distribution and shit like that. Like, it's fucking impossible to try and, you know what I mean, and like get things going without having to put a little bit of money behind it to get it moving. Like, you have to do the way it goes. It's and the cost of it is just astronomical. I had no idea that's how much it costs to like do a fucking song. Good god damn it.
Yeah, and I'm talking about, like, I mean, I'm working on budgets here. I spoke to a video guy the other day, and the last video he worked on had a budget of 28,000, and this is a relatively sort of I don't know how to say it. Like, it's not like a mega star, you know.
Right.
So there is budgets for this kind of stuff, and you know, I'm low tier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
I wish I could. I wish I could spend more money on my videos. And
that's insane.
Yeah, it can.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, and like you're saying, like somebody's like their budget is $28,000. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, all right, well, I guess I'll go after him whenever you got a minute. You know what I mean? Like, I've got my 3,000 here. You know, whenever you're ready. They're like, yeah, we'll get to you, pleb. We'll be there. Like, like, all right. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. But yeah, like you said, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's the cost of doing business with this kind of stuff. Sucks. Yeah. But
yeah,
that's great to hear.
Most musicians would be happy to just break even.
Oh, for sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like when you're paying so much money to like get to gigs and do everything else, and then you know what I mean. You get there, you're like, all right, here's your $50. Thanks for the 4 hours of entertainment. It's like, all right, I just worked for 4 hours. I drove here for fucking 45 minutes, packed up all my gear and shit. You know what I mean? Did my own sound checks and my own balancing, man. And I made $50. And I had to argue with you for it. Like, awesome. That's what I want.
But I gave you beer tickets.
Yeah, oh, great. Yeah, that's awesome because I totally drink when I'm fucking playing a show. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, thanks. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna use your $50 in drink tickets to get one beer. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna milk through my entire fucking 3-hour set. Wow, that was worth it. All right, thanks. I guess for the exposure.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
What can you do?
All right, you guys want to do another one?
Just on that note.
Like,
guys like you who take the time to listen to guys like me, you know, that's awesome. So thank you.
Oh, dude, and thank you, man. In the exact same boat, guys like you that have like established stuff and have great shit to put out, that take the time to come on and like promote it and hang out and stuff like that, dude. Like, thank you for the time. We really appreciate it. Yeah, this is
great. Which one do we want to listen to here?
Let's do "Creep in the Sun."
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that one. That's one of my favorite ones too, especially since the last time.
Yeah, I've watched this one. It's fun.
Great.
It's a good one.
Well, yeah, we'll do.
All right, we'll do a fun one. Have a few more talking points, and then listen to the other one.
Yeah, man, and then we'll close up with Munich, and then and then in what is it? How many more days is it to the end of the month? 6 days, looks like.
Yeah, 4 days.
Nice. Yeah.
Is the release is the release on the 31st?
It's on the 30th.
The 30th.
Awesome. You beat me. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you have to release music on a Friday, generally. That's what my publisher says. So.
All right, fair enough.
Good idea.
Creep in the Sun. This is a live recording done in the same room I'm in now, and I like the fact that my hair's a bit messy. I look a bit seedy. I look a bit gross with my little shades on. Creepy little guy.
I love this too. You guys all queued up?
If you want to know the story, just let me know.
Yeah. We'll go into it afterwards for sure.
Okay.
All right, you guys all good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play.
You think I'm minding my own business as I'm laid by the pool. I got my sunnies on and you can't see I'm looking at you. You look on over and I look away. There ain't nothing going on here today. Oh, I'm a creep. I'm just a creep in the sun. You think I'm minding my own business as I'm looking ahead. I got my sunnies on and I can see 90 degrees to my left. You can't see me looking at you as I get a sneak peek of your lovely boobs. Oh, I'm a creep. just a creep in the sun. Yeah, I'll do a little whistle to give you the signal that I'm not suspicious in any way, so you won't get spooked and wander away. Oh, I'm a creep. I'm just a creep in the sun. I'm just a creep in the sun. I'm just a creep in the sun. You think I'm minding my own business as I'm in the pool. I got my sunnies on and I'm just standing there looking at you. Well, not suspicious in any way, just rubbing my crotch in a casual way. Oh, I'm a creep. I'm just a creep in the sun. I'm just a creep in the sun. I'm just a creep in the sun.
Just a casual cross. I'm a transitioning smooth top that likes to casually rub my crotch.
Shut up! It's not funny!
Oh, the smooth top. Oh, yeah.
They like to make fun of me because I'm
forgot
going
about that
bald,
one.
Ryan. That's not funny. Fuck you.
How dare they?
How dare they indeed? What a bunch of cunts. Fucks. To borrow from your end of the world, you know? Yeah. Trying to appropriate your culture a little bit. That song is so fucking good, dude. Every single time I listen to that, I always actually laugh my ass off at certain parts of that. Is that rubbing my crotch in a casual way? That's so goddamn good. I love the like imagery of that, like casually, just very slight. Like I would assume it would be with the forearm. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to go right hand to crotch. That's way too obvious.
Oh no, just backhand. Just backhand.
Oh, nice, like a little knuckle action there. You know what I mean? A little bridged for my pleasure, as it were. That's fucking great. No, that song's awesome for sure. That one,
There's always something a little bit off-putting when you just see a guy in the pool who's not swimming or moving. He's just standing there.
Dude.
He's just standing in the pool staring.
Especially with the sunglasses, you know what I mean? That ambiguous stare. You're like, I don't know what the fuck you're looking at, but I know it's not good.
I've seen enough of these guys to know how to write a song about them.
Yeah, like I've encountered this enough in my life.
Creepy bastard.
Fucking weird pieces of shit.
That's funny.
Is there like I think we talked about this last time, but there's like an actual specific story behind that one, isn't there?
Yeah, I was in Fuerteventura with my friend Lorna. We were out there doing some gigs, and she came back from the pool and she just told me the story about some guy that was over the other side of the pool, like eyeing her up, and she called him nappy swinger because like as she left the pool, he left at the same time, and for some reason he was carrying a nappy in a plastic bag, swinging it, taking it to the bins.
What's a nappy?
Sort of,
backpack.
Diaper.
A diaper. Okay,
Oh.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he obviously had this, and he was swinging it, taking it to the bins, and he said something to Lorna like a really shit chat up line, and then she just sort of laughed and ran away. But
Is
yeah,
there
she was
a
just telling me
worse
the
time
story.
to hit up a woman while you're flailing a bag of shit, of human shit? Hey, lady, what's
No.
going on? Are you interested in
Never.
fucking like what the fuck? How do you play? What the fuck, man? That's a great. I respect the hustle, but I disrespect
That's
the
the
disgust.
best time to do it. Sorry, I just got to slip out one more time here. I'm like, my daughter's just getting picked up. So
Yeah,
I'll
do your
be
thing.
in like 5 minutes here.
That's the best time to do it.
But so this creepy dude with like a fucking shit diaper was like twirling around, throwing it in the garbage, and he's like accosting her.
Yeah, pretty much. So she told me this story, and then when she went out for the evening with her sister to go and have drinks, I was just in the hotel room with the guitar, and I just put the music together with a few words. And when she came back, I played it to her, and she just crapped her pants. Just laughed so much, and I felt like I wasn't sure whether I'd ever record or put the song out because I was worried it was a little bit weird or whatever. But
Fair enough.
Yeah, people seem to like it.
I can see
It's
where you
definitely
think
perfect
that.
for a live stream.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Like, I have this just for fun.
Yeah, for sure. I understand what you're saying. I can see where you would like people would get the wrong idea behind that and shit like
Yeah.
that. But it's really unfortunate that people are so fucking stupid sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's like that is just great, man. That's such a like funny premise of a song and shit, and it's such a like happy, little upgoing, fun song. Like But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like you have to be worried about people being dickheads and fucking being like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking weirdo. He's promoting this idea." Like, I think you're missing the point.
Well, when I do play it live, I think most of the time people aren't really paying attention to the lyrics anyway. If they are, then that's fine. But it's a chirpy enough song that people would just dance along to it.
Yeah, it all kind of rolls off their back.
Do you always put sunglasses on when you play it?
No, but I should.
Yeah.
You should just have them in your
case.
Have them in your guitar case.
Treat them like your capo. You don't go anywhere with your capo. You know what I mean? If you got your capo, you got your sunglasses.
I should do it with like a fake arm on the guitar. And the other
oh yeah, that'd be perfect. Intricate but perfect. I like your level of like special effects that you'd be bringing to your show at that point. You mentioned a minute ago there that you said when you were playing that song that some like you notice people just don't listen to the lyrics and they kind of just enjoy the song. Do you notice that that's frequent with a lot of the times when you play music that people are kind of just jiving with more of like the tune itself and they're not really paying attention to the lyrics?
I would say so. I think it's not very often that people are really listening, and I say that from a perspective of someone who does that the same. You know, I don't always pay 100% attention.
Right.
But there has been times when I've been listening to a band and I'll catch one line that they say and I'll be like, oh man, that's fucking great. And
yeah, for sure.
Maybe I was supposed to hear that one line at that certain time. You know, you I don't know what it's called, but like it's cognitive something where your brain filters out most of the crap, but once in a while
dissonance.
It's like, hey, look over here. I don't know if it's dissonance.
No, it's not. Cognitive dissonance is
like,
yeah.
It's like selective.
Yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know the term you're talking about too, but I can't fucking place it. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Do you find that that's frustrating then, as an artist, like as somebody who clearly puts time and like effort into formulating their lyrics and has stories behind them and stuff like that? Do you find it frustrating that like a lot of times your lyrics kind of get passed by the general mass?
Not so much. I mean, I generally feel a little bit like I don't know how to explain it, but like if people don't pay attention, I'm not like outraged. You know.
Sure.
I think it's like a level of arrogance where you're like, hey, everybody, listen to what I'm saying. But it's, if people do find some meaning in the lyrics of my songs, then of course I really love that. I don't demand it or expect it. But
right.
I think,
and it doesn't bother you at all. Like you don't find it like retracting towards the idea.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I quite like when I'm playing live. I feel very a level of insecurity when I'm playing live and everybody's silent and really listening and looking at me. I feel very aware that people are looking and listening. And
sure.
It makes me feel
like that level of like hyper attention is like almost too much at a point. You know what I mean? Is that what you're kind of describing?
Yeah. When you know, you can tell people are noticing and I wouldn't say judging, but they're looking at you and listening and
they're judging.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all part and parcel of it. But yeah, it's great when people tell you that they loved the song that you wrote. It doesn't happen every day, and it's lovely when it does.
Yeah. No, I can understand that for sure. I was always curious, like I said, because like I said, when I do the performing thing, I only ever do covers and stuff. Never really. But like obviously, people put a lot of effort and work making sure that their lyrics and like the idea behind those lyrics are formulated properly and conveyed properly and blah blah blah. And the melody is an entirely other thing. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's like sometimes those just go by the wayside. I could envision that as being frustrating. You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think you really have to sort of let that idea go. I mean, because whatever lyrics you write, you know, the meaning behind them for yourself, they're going to be interpreted in a different way by someone else anyway.
Right.
It's totally possible that's going to happen.
That's a very fair point too. Yeah, that's a good way to view it. I guess in the aspect like you were just saying, like as soon as you put something like out there like that in musical sense, it's open to interpretation to anybody who listens to it. You may have wrote a song about like a breakup, let's say, or something like that, but somebody else hears that song and they don't take it in that aspect at all. They feel it is like an inspirational type of thing, be it as sad or anything. And like you said, it's like that wasn't your intention when you put that song out there, but you know, fuck, that person enjoys it just as much as anybody else does, so there's nothing wrong with that in the slightest. That's great. They're enjoying the art and they're having a great time with it, and it's affecting them. That's the fucking end goal, I would think, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't really know in general what a lot of people's attitude is to new music, because it is so prominent. Like you can hear anything once and it's gone. You know, it's I don't know how often people really keep coming back to certain music or whatever. But I remember listening to the radio once and I heard this song and I was like, oh shit, this is really cool. What is this? And it turns out it's from a band that I'd never heard of that broke up 30 years ago. But
Right.
that thing that they made me feel good years after they already broke up. You know, I think that's quite
Fair
nice.
enough.
Like whatever you create is it's gonna keep going on longer than you
That's
are.
that's a crazy, like an emotional time capsule almost. You know what I mean? That just sits there forever, and like regardless of anything else that happens in your life, that'll always be there, and it'll affect people in different. That's some deep shit right there, dude. That's crazy. That's cool. That's really neat to be part of like an ethos like that has like such a lasting effect too. You know what I mean? Even as like, you know what I mean? Even if you view yourself like you said earlier, where you're like, when you're talking in terms of your budget and your like scale of your music and stuff might be like quote insignificant or whatever. That's still impactful as a motherfucker. Like I said, even on me personally, like just my example, I listen to your stuff every fucking day. You know what I mean? And it makes me in a good mood, and I very much enjoy your tunes. You know, I have a couple of beers at the end of the night, and I'm always putting on Munich and Creep in the Sun and shit like that and singing along with it. I muted my mic for the stream because I was singing along, and I didn't want anybody to hear my like horrendous fucking rendition to ruin your song. Because like I said, I know all the words, and they make me super happy. I listen to them all the time, and it's trippy to think that it's just trippy to think in like 20 years down the line, when you're not doing music anymore and you're retired, there might be somebody who stumbles across it and does the same thing. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. And as a musician, you don't always. My girlfriend tells me this all the time. You don't get to know how your music affects other people, because 99% of the time you'll never hear from them. But it is what like hearing that you listen to the songs. Thank you very much. I love that. You know.
Oh, dude, for sure. If you ever you ever do that crazy touring thing and you end up over here somehow, man, I'll be the first one at your show. You know what I mean? I'll be right there, dude. I'll be right in line for fucking watch that shit. No problem. I'll drag a bunch of people.
Could honestly probably help get you some shows around here.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Well, I would definitely love to do it. The last time I looked into doing a tour in America, it was like around Alabama and.
Well, we're in Canada though.
Canada, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it might be the same sort of thing, but
I would imagine.
A problem with a visa. So first of all, I would need to pay whatever for a working visa. So whatever.
Yeah, getting into the country in Canada is stupid for musicians.
Yeah, Canada's tough. You basically have to pay them money for them to let you play music in our country.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's why there's only ever like 3 dates in Canada. It's like North American tour, but it's like 2 dates, and the rest is
like
the US.
Well, we
maybe
suck.
London, Toronto, Vancouver.
We fucking suck, dude.
Like each band member, each like musician that comes in your band has to pay like money to the government to come.
That's
play.
fucking tough. That's so pathetic. Because I was gonna say, I was like, if you ever even just came over here for like a vacation or something, you know what I mean? Like, I can guarantee personally that we could find you shows, you know what I mean, to play over here and make a couple of bucks. Like it would not be hard.
Show.
Oh, dude, even that, like, we have a bunch of, like, there's the fucking, dude, we could get you into the Richmond, no problem. We get you to the fucking, we know people that can hook you up with a music hall and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of venues to exploit over here, but the fact that the country, like, is just like, no, we don't want people coming here to fucking expand art and bring revenue into local businesses. What's wrong with you, you fucking idiots? You know what I mean? We bring Ryan over and shit like that. He plays plays a couple of songs and shit like that. Everybody's buying beer at the bar. Now the venue's making money. He made money. Everybody's having a good fucking time. What's wrong with that? But oh no, you gotta get a visa. You gotta file 52 pieces of paperwork because you can't come here because we don't like you. Music sucks.
Well, it might be different, but I'm going to hold you to that. And at some point, I'm going to come over to Canada and I'm going to bother the fuck out of you.
Honest to God, seriously, keep in contact, man. We're not exaggerating about that. We can actually help you out with that kind of shit.
On that note, we should listen to Munich now that Brendan is gracefully
Brendan's
back in.
Yeah, man, let's close it up with Munich. The new single that's coming out on the 30th. Everybody keep your eyes open for that one, too. That's going to be a good one.
Where'd you go? There you go.
Yeah, this is a live version.
Do you have do you have any setup before this that you want to talk about the song or like the writing process behind it, what inspired it?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you everything. The song was originally meant as a gift for my girlfriend. I was sort of writing a story about this the other day. Like, buying a gift for my girlfriend is quite difficult because we're both kind of, I guess, minimalists in a way. Like, we don't really have junk or stuff that we don't need. Everything that we have, we already, everything we need, we already have.
Right.
So anyway, I thought I'd write her a song, and we were having this conversation one time about why I moved to Munich and what I even like about living here. And I said, my favorite thing about living here is home. And she's in the background now, just working away. So yeah, this song is just about it's about the city, the fact that I've been able to get good opportunities here doing what I want to do, which is play guitar essentially.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I hope it's just a happy song that you guys are going to enjoy as always.
Yeah, man. All right, let's do this shit. You guys all queued up?
No worries.
Munich should be in the chat for this.
I'm ready.
And
like third video up, Ryan. Third video up, Ryan.
4 days. Yeah.
Find it?
Yeah.
All right, nice.
It's got like yellow writing.
We're all good then?
Yeah, dude.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
I'll never get lost in the city tonight. I know this place by heart. Down many paths I never knew, but I knew I could trust in that, because it brought me to you. There's nothing I know every road I chose to take. I can't explain what brought me back. Just ended up where I was meant to be, and I can trust in that, because it brought me to you. And as I find piece after piece of who I'd become, and the love I've been missing when I never thought I'd find anyone. I can build a life in the city and everything turns to gold and I touch. But you are the reason I love the city so much. You were living on the other side of the world. We were 10,000 miles apart. But circumstance held other plans, and I knew I could trust in that, because it brought me to you. And as I find piece after piece of who I'd become, and the love I've been missing when I never thought I'd find anyone. I can build a life in the city and everything turns to gold and I touch. 'Cause you are the reason I used to be a little lost till I found you. Just as two hearts that were apart, both that to mend their broken hearts. I'm so grateful to every single one whose paths they crossed. 'Cause you are the reason, yeah. And I find piece after piece of who I'd become, and the love I've been missing when I never thought I'd find anyone. You can build a life in the city and everything turns to gold and I touch. 'Cause you are the reason, yeah. You are the reason I love the city so much.
Fucking Yes, dude. Fuck, I love that song. That's so good. I love that fucking run with the vocals there where you go real high with it and shit. That's so good. Well, not high, but you go like real long with the note or whatever. Before the like, you are the reason. I love that. Like that note always twitches my dick a little bit. That's so good. That shit, dude. I like your tunes a lot. It's like a weird personal bias on this one because like your vocal range is like right in my pocket, so I can sing along with them real well, and it makes me super happy. I love that.
You're like, yeah, I don't have to reach for it.
Oh, I don't have to do it. It just sits so comfy, dude. But like, you're such a fucking better guitar player than I am, and I cannot play along with your shit. You fucking move so much, and there's so many fucking cool bar chords and fancy finger pickings that I just can't do. Yeah, it's so good. So good. I can't wait for that fucking single, dude. I'm so excited for that.
Me too. I usually play them. I like at work. I always throw on the playlist, and it's like 90% metal. But then every once in a while, one of your songs will pop on shuffle, and like people will just look at me like, "Where'd this come from?" Like, shut up, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, just listen to it.
Like we actually like this.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That same thing at work the other day. I have like my playlist, like my yacht rock playlist, which is all like old '80s fucking music and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then I've got the old Ryan Inglis in there as well, and then it'll pop in every once in a while. And the girls at work are always like, "Oh, what's this? This is fucking really nice." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is really nice, isn't it? It's Ryan Inglis. You should check this guy out. This is really good shit." Yeah, man, it's fucking Everybody loves the stuff, man. It's great. It's just untapped. It's got to put it out there. I'm really glad that you got that PR agent now to help push it towards the masses and stuff, because this shit is good, man. It needs to be out there, 100%. It's incredible.
Yeah. I appreciate that, guys. It's really difficult to just to promote anything, you know.
Yeah.
There's only a very limited amount of attention span that anybody really has, and
yeah, man.
I mean, watching all of this stuff, like how these like real professionals, they do everything in a very planned out way, and it's very kind of fake in a lot of ways. I can't be doing with that stuff, so. I'll just see what happens, and one day I might get lucky. We'll see. But
no, dude, you got this.
Does well enough. That's fine.
It's inevitable, dude. It's fucking inevitable. It's just like people just need to hear it. You know what I mean? This shit'll catch on. I guarantee this. There's no way it can't. This is so fucking good. It's ridiculous, bro. We've got your back, 100%. Everybody here at the World's Worst Podcast fucking loves your shit. Everybody who watched the last episode had nothing but great things to say. Like, yeah, man. It always pushes well for sure. But yeah, man, it's like 2 a.m. for you, so we'll let you go. We've been going for like 2 hours now. The fact that you stuck around for the whole 2 hours since we had our other guest drop out, we really, really, really appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking rad of you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for covering.
Really nice having a chat with you.
I'm gonna get. I think it's just time for champagne and cocaine now, so I'm gonna go and do all that.
Perfect.
Good, mate.
Perfect, dude. Well, enjoy the sunrise when you see it. You know what I mean? That should be a good time for sure. World's Worst Podcast, episode 56 in the bag. Thanks again for being with us, Ryan, man. We love you, dude. All right, anybody who's still in the chat, we love you, and we'll see you next week with episode 57. Thanks for being out there, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.